say something before we inshallah bring someone else? Okay. So Munakas is here. Munakas, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Munakas.
Wa alaikum assalam. So yeah, it was quite some time ago before I spoke to you, and I can actually say it because we had a private discussion and I took my shahada. But so in the following weeks, I have been reconsidering a little bit, and I'll be honest with you. Because although I did take my shahada in the sense of me leaving the Jama'at, but I haven't officially left it. And so inshallah I will just take up some questions that I have. The reason why I began reconsidering my position a little bit is because I find 80 to 90% of the arguments that you bring, they are superfluous in the sense that they can be used against any religion. I don't understand why those standards are just applied to the Jama'at specifically. So I don't know if should we take some example of that?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay,
can we stick to the argument of today, the British colonial rule in India? Let's take this as our, you can say, as one of the strongest arguments against Mirza Ghulam Qadyani.
Okay, fine. Fair enough.
So show us how this is superfluous and how this can be applied to any other prophet of God.
Yes, okay. So in the sense that, for instance, if we go back to Jesus himself, he didn't make any revolution against the Romans. And in fact, we have certain hadiths from the Prophet ﷺ where he says that even if an emir whips your back and drinks alcohol at the same time, obey him.
Let's discuss.
Yes.
Let's discuss Jesus first. First of all, we don't know what Jesus said and did because we don't have authentic sources to confirm his teachings. But even though we take the Gospels as the truth, let's say, okay, where did Jesus say that my religion has two parts? One is to worship God, the God of the Israelites, and to obey the Romans. Jesus never said that. Okay, where did Jesus say that obedience to the Romans is paramount? I'm the most loyal servant of the Romans. Okay, fighting against the Romans is illegal. It is haram. You are a bastard if you fight against the Romans. Did Jesus say anything like that?
No, you're right. He didn't say any of that explicitly.
So the argument doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned, I think in this stream you mentioned Musa earlier, alayhi salam, when he.
Yeah.
My brother Munakas, let's make it easy and simple for all of us. Let's make a criteria. Do you believe that in order for Mirza Ghulam Qadyani to be anything, he must be a Muslim? Do you agree?
Yes.
And if we can prove right now that according to his own criteria, he was not a Muslim, what would you say then?
Well, if you can proceed, because I don't know what that's supposed to mean, that he was not a Muslim.
Yes, he was not Muslim.
Despite his repeated claims of being Muslim, despite his effort, whatever you think of his effort, despite his effort of defending Islam.
Brother Munakas, I give you a simple example. If we want to complicate things, we can do as much as we want, okay? But let's simplify things, okay? You tell me one simple thing. Is it blasphemy to disrespect a true prophet of Allah? Yes or no?
Disrespecting, yes. If disrespect, of absolutely yes.
And if someone commits this blasphemy, is he still a Muslim?
No, because if you generally commit blasphemy, then that takes you outside the fold of Islam.
Okay.
This has been
now
the understanding.
Inshallah. Let's now move step by step. Okay, just give me 1 second, and inshallah we will ask you where we agree and where we disagree, inshallah, and then we move forward. Because it's very simple way to prove or disprove the whole case. We can put Mirza Ghulam Qadyani. Okay, because my understanding is you cannot read Urdu, so I will read Urdu for you, and inshallah Adnan can translate for us, and inshallah then we can discuss. Okay.
Okay.
It says here, मसीह तो सिर्फ एक मामूली सा नबी था.
The
ईसा
Messiah,
अलैहि, जी
yeah,
भाई, जी भाई.
the Messiah was an ordinary prophet,
वो भी करोड़ हाँ मुकर्रबों में से एक था.
and he was one among millions,
मगर इस आम ग्रोह में से था
but he was from this ordinary group of people,
और मामूली था,
and he was ordinary,
इससे ज्यादा ना था.
and he was nothing more.
Now, Adnan Bhai, even though the narrations are weak, how many prophets Adnan Bhai we know from the narrations?
124,000.
So, I believe that nobody can deny that Isa alayhi salam was from that group of 124,000, right, Bhai?
Correct, yes.
And Mirza Ghulam Qadyani is saying he was just one amongst millions.
Yes.
So, obviously, we just want to go step by step. So, I want to hear from you, Brother Munakas. According to you, there are three things Mirza Ghulam Qadyani, and by the way, the reason I presented this reference is so that there should not be any problem of, oh, which Jesus, oh, Jesus of the Bible, oh, this and that. No, it is about Prophet Isa alayhi salam. So Mirza Ghulam Qadyani said that Jesus was number one, he was from the ordinary group, group. He was from ordinary group, number one. Number two, he said he was just one righteous person amongst the millions. Crore ha mukarrabo mein se ek tha. He was one righteous person from the millions. Now, Brother Munakas, he was a prophet of Allah. At the minimum, he was one from 124,000. Do you agree?
I agree so far, and I tell you,
Why
yes.
Mirza Ghulam Qadiani is saying that he was from the ordinary group and he was just one amongst millions?
But brother Imtiaz, you know very well in what context he's making all of those comments about Jesus. It is in the context of the competition. Yes.
Brother Munakas, we are more than happy to discuss the context, but first we need to understand that a prophet of Allah, can we say that a prophet of Allah is just one from ordinary group and he was just one amongst millions, because he cannot be one amongst millions?
On what grounds? You help me to understand that.
Because he was a prophet of Allah and the total number of prophet is 124,000.
Okay, yes.
Then how can he be from the millions?
Yeah, first of all, the first sentence is so offensive,
yes,
and so abhorrent, that's unbelievable for a believer to utter something like this. Masih to sirf ek mamuli sa nabi tha. No nabi is mamuli. For example, he's saying the Messiah was only an ordinary prophet. This statement itself is oxymoron. Okay, first of all, this statement itself is self-contradictory. Let me explain something to you. A nabi and ma'muli are two opposite things. Okay, let me explain. Okay, this is like saying a square circle. Okay, because ma'muli is ordinary, and nabi is not ordinary. A nabi is nabi because he's not ordinary. You understand? So there is no ordinary prophet. There is no square circle, because a prophet can never be ordinary.
Okay.
Even in prophetic capacity, there's no prophet who is ordinary.
I just have to interject quickly. So the Christians, they obviously believe that Jesus is God himself, and some of their narrations in the New Testament seems to indicate that. You know what the funny thing is? Even in the New Testament, Jesus himself tells his disciples that you will even make greater signs and deeds than me. So it's very strange. If even the Christians have narrations where Jesus tells the disciples, you will even perform greater deeds than even I do.
Brother Munakas,
how can it be?
My brother Munakas, we are just going unnecessarily away from the point. Do you believe that Isa was an ordinary prophet?
And Allah mentions him 25 times in the Quran.
And Allah says, Allah says in the Quran, "Wajihan fid dunya wal akhirah wa minal muqarrabin."
Okay, this is something very powerful, Brother Munakas. This statement, "Masih to sirf ek mamuli sa nabi tha," is directly against the Quran.
Yes.
It's directly in contradiction with the Quran. Directly. because this statement goes directly against the Quran. It contradicts the Quran. Masih to sirf ek mamuli sa nabi tha. The Messiah was just an ordinary prophet. The Quran doesn't think so. The Quran doesn't say so. The Quran praises Isa alayhi salam to the extent that one starts to believe that he is Allahu Akbar. He's someone very, very special. He's one of the 5 Ulil Azam,
Yes.
Ulil Azam messengers of God. He's one of the five topmost. Okay.
Of course. But this is also what Mirza Ghulam Ahmad affirmed in his other writings. He even claims to be the second Messiah. Why does he affiliate himself with him?
Brother Munakas, just one thing, brother. One thing. So far, I'm asking you a simple question. On what basis you as a Muslim would say that Isa alayhi salam was an ordinary prophet? On what basis?
On the basis that he was a human being.
All prophets were human beings.
Yes, but in the case of...
Wait. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, was he a human being?
Of course he was a human being.
Was he a prophet?
No, he was, of course.
Was he an ordinary prophet?
No, not in...
Why not? Why not?
Because of his accomplishments.
Okay, who else is not ordinary prophet other than him?
Musa alayhi salam.
Okay, and
Nuh, Ibrahim.
Why you want to miss Isa?
You want to miss out one, just one. You want to miss
Jesus,
out one.
No, of course not. He was born of... Of course not.
My dear brother, look at this one.
The game over.
Quran, you know, Monakas, Quran is declaring 5 prophets as extraordinary. Number 1, Prophet Muhammad sallam, Prophet Musa alayhi salam, Prophet Ibrahim, Prophet Nuh, and Nabi Isa alayhi salam. Okay, now Quran is counting Isa alayhi salam amongst 5 ulul azmi minar rusul, and Mirza Ghulam Qadyani says he was from the ordinary group. Number 1. Number 2, he was an ordinary prophet, and number 3, he repeatedly said second time he was ordinary and was not anything other than that. So brother, this is directly against the Quran.
Well, if he was not ordinary, what was he?
He was one amongst the ulul azmi in the words of Quran. He was from one amongst the greatest 5 prophets. You know them all. You named them already.
Yes.
So brother, what I'm saying is, look at this one, brother Munakis, look at this one. On the one hand, Quran is putting Nabi Isa alayhi salam one amongst the 5 top prophets. This is Quran telling us. And Mirza Ghulam Qadyani says, no, he was an ordinary prophet. So, and he was not only prophet, he said he was from an ordinary group. He was from an ordinary group as well. So my brother Munakas, on the one hand, Quran is putting Isa alayhi salam in one amongst the 5 greatest prophets of all times, right? And he has many specialities, such as he was born without father, for example, okay, which is unique quality given to him. But despite all of that, and you can clearly see that Mirza Ghulam Qadyani is going against the Quran and saying he was from the ordinary group, number 1, and number 2, he was ordinary prophet. This is anti-Quran. Yes, Monakas, your mic is...
Yeah, sorry. No, I was just writing on the chat to Brother Omar. But
okay, now wait, Monakas, wait. Obviously, we can go on and on this one, but I just want to move forward. Okay, now,
yes,
let me just move forward, because obviously we need to. Okay, I read for you this one. It's Ruhani Khazain, volume 11, page 290, and please listen what I'm saying. Mirza says, ईसाइयों ने बहुत से आपके मोजज़ात लिखे हैं. He said Christians have documented many miracles of Isa alayhi salam. This is obviously he is referring to Bible or whatever you want to call it. Now look at this one. मगर हक बात ये है, but the truth is आपसे कोई मोजज़ा नहीं हुआ. No miracle at all occurred from Isa alayhi salam. Now, my dear brother, regardless of how we understand miracle, my question to you is, do you believe that Isa alayhi salam performed miracles?
He did. According to
Okay,
the
now,
Quran, he did.
Mirza Ghulam Qadyani is saying two things. Number one is that Christians have documented many miracles of Isa alayhi salam. And then he said, Magar hak, please note the word, Magar hak baat ye hai. But the truth is that no miracle at all occurred from Isa alayhi salam. Do you agree?
Only depending on what he means by that.
My dear brother, meaning is not important. He's saying that Magar, my dear brother, please be honest. He's saying that, let me repeat one more time. ईसाइयों ने आपके बहुत से मोजज़ात लिखे हैं. Christians have documented many miracles of Isa alayhi salam. मगर हक बात यह है, but the truth of the matter is, or the truth is, कि आपसे कोई मोजज़ा नहीं हुआ. That no miracle occurred from Isa alayhi salam. How can you make this statement, my brother?
So he would be denying that he made miracles of healing. He made miracles
It
of
is
all
not,
of.
brother. It is in front of you. He says,
Yes,
"Hak
yes,
baat ye."
yes. But I mean in consideration of everything he wrote. That's what I mean.
Okay, let me give
Yeah.
you one more. No problem. No problem. Look at this one. Look at this one. It says, और अपना कॉल. He says that the statement of Jesus कि यूनुस के मोजज़ा के सिवा कोई मोजज़ा ना दिया जाएगा. He says that the statement of Jesus that other than the sign of Jonah, no miracle will be given. And then Mirza conclude, बाकी मोजज़ात को रद्द करता है. It says that it refutes all miracles of Isa alayhi salam और सलीब पर मरने से बचने को मोजज़ा ठहराता है. And it declares that because Isa was saved from the crucifixion, this was his miracle. Now, the reason I gave you the second quotation, that the second quotation is also testifying the first one. He said that there is no miracle of Isa other than just one thing. And
No,
what
no.
was that? That
One statement. One statement is
Ji, bhai, definitely. So now, and the reason, Monakas, I quoted the second one, that I can quote you 10 right now. I can quote you 10 right now, Monakas. But the point is, if you if you just want to, reject, it's up to you. Mirza
yeah,
Ghulam Qadyani is saying in black and white that the truth of the matter is no miracle happened from Isa alayhi salam.
yeah,
End of
yeah.
story.
It's black and white because he's saying. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can
I
you hear
can, I
me?
can hear. I can hear you.
Okay. It says हक बात ये है. The truth is आपसे कोई मौजज़ा नहीं हुआ. You have not done any miracles. Very simple. Any sincere person who really wants to understand and contemplate, this is enough. And if you're not sincere, if you're not willing to pay attention, then we can bring the heavens down, the sky, the sun, and the moon. It will not make any difference.
No.
This,
The issue is not about sincerity.
yeah.
The issue is that I find many of the points that you bring, they are superfluous.
How is this?
They cannot be maintained except that they demolish every religion that exists.
Okay, tell us
Brother,
how this statement where he says Jesus did not do any miracles is superfluous.
It is superfluous because his reasoning is that if even the New Testament record says that Jesus replies to the Pharisees and say, "I will not give you any sign except the sign of
Yes,
Jonah," why would he?
but this is not what he's saying. He's saying the truth is that Jesus did not do any miracles. That's what he's saying.
But what is he basing that upon? He's not making that statement out of a
No,
vacuum.
because we know the greater context of his writings. He denied the miracles of Jesus. He called them mesmerism. He called them trickery. He said these miracles were not actually. This is why we've been debating the Qadyanis. If
Yes,
maybe
yes,
you haven't, yeah.
brother,
Okay, so
yes.
Monakas, look, let's make it simple. Do you believe that Isa alayhi salam performed miracles?
Yes,
Why you believe that?
because the Quran says that he made miracles.
Why Mirza Ghulam Qadyani is denying that?
He is not denying the miracles per se. He is denying that they
Subhanallah,
are.
brother, wait. It is in black and it says that ईसाइयों ने आपके बहुत से मोजज़ात लिखे हैं. Christians have documented many of his miracles, but the truth is that no miracle have happened through Isa alayhi salam. And
Okay.
on the other hand, brother, look at this, brother. No matter how weak iman you have or I have, we don't have the audacity to say that Isa alayhi salam did not perform any miracle. We can't make this statement.
Yes.
But he did make this statement. Then how can he be a prophet or a Muslim even?
Oh, I get the point, but we can leave it aside. I'm not denying anything you say,
No,
but
wait,
fine.
let me, because our actual case was, we will prove to you that Mirza Ghulam Qadyani was not a Muslim. Now, let me read this one. Adnan bhai, look at this one. It says that आपको गालियां देने और बदजुबानी की अक्सर आदत थी. नाउजुबिल्लाह मिर्जा. It says that Isa alayhi salam has a bad mouth and he used to swear. अदना अदना बात पे गुस्सा आ जाता था. He used to get angry at petty things. अपने नफ्स को जज्बात से रोक नहीं सकते थे. And he could not stop himself from emotions. Now, next thing is the key point. Please, brother, look at this one. मगर मेरे नजदीक, अदनान भाई, मगर मेरे नजदीक, but according to me,
Yes.
आपकी ये हरकत जाए अफसोस नहीं है. He says, Mirza says, according to me, these habits or these actions of Isa alayhi salam, we cannot blame him. क्योंकि आप तो गालियां देते थे, because he used to swear at the Jews, और यहूदी हाथ से कसर निकाल लेते थे, and the Jews used to slap him. Now, my brother, Adnan bhai, I'll leave it to you, bhai, to discuss with him this point.
Yeah. So here Mirza Ghulam Qadyani is claiming that Jesus used to curse or swear at the Jewish people. You accept that?
This is even recorded by the Christian accounts themselves.
That's okay. That's okay. But do you believe?
He even cursed the fig tree when he
Brother
realized it was a fig.
Brother Monakas, that's not the point. The point is, do you believe that Isa alayhi salam used to swear?
To swear. Do you believe that? We're not talking about who recorded it, because he's saying according to me.
I don't. No, sorry.
You don't believe that?
Do you believe that?
No. I mean, I don't believe that Jesus alayhi salam swore out of bad character. I don't think that. I think
okay, but
I think
Mirza,
whatever condemnation he uttered.
But Mirza did. Mirza saying according to me. Magar mere nazdeek. According to me. This is not.
Yes.
According to me, this is not shameful. Because he used to swear. He used to only swear, but the Jews used to use their hands against him.
Okay, so if I understood you correctly, Mirza says that Jesus used to swear, and I state that he used to swear. Was that what you said?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. He said that. Yes, but again, what's the point?
The point is that, brother. The point is, you are saying right now that you cannot believe that Isa alayhi salam used to swear. Can I ask you why you can't believe this?
No, swearing is out of bad character.
My brother, I'm asking you that why did you say that you can't believe that Isa alayhi salam used to swear? Why?
But please, brother Imtiaz, you cannot ask those questions outside of context. It's impossible.
My brother, you said, did you not say that you can't believe that Isa alayhi salam used to swear? Did you not say this?
Yes, of course, but it's like saying,
look, brother, wait. My question to you is, why is it that you can't believe that Isa used to swear? Why?
No, I will explain to you why I cannot answer that question. It's like me making a statement that a prophet cannot fight. It's impossible that a prophet fights. But we know that every prophet, like Musa alayhi salam, like Joshua,
my brother, please. Fighting means jihad fi sabilillah. It has nothing to do with swearing.
I'm not just talking about jihad. I'm talking about like when Musa alayhi salam fought against the mushrikeen in the land of Canaan. It was justified. It was in a larger context of establishing.
Hello, brother. Let's not go too far. I'm asking you a simple question, Munakas. Be honest. I'm asking you. You already admitted that you cannot believe that Isa used to swear. I'm asking you why you can't believe this. Why?
Because swearing as being part of his character as in overall bad character, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I mean,
Good, good, good,
but
good, good, good. Yes, basically, the reason is if we attribute swearing to Isa alayhi salam, that is against him being a prophet of Allah, right?
no, why would that be the case?
Can a prophet of Allah swear at people?
Depends
Manatas?
on no. I'm just trying to reflect upon your question. It's it almost
What?
sounds like a trick question.
No. Can a prophet of Allah call people MF, mother F?
No, of course not. That's a different matter.
So that's what we mean by swearing. We don't
Yes.
mean by swearing something else, criticizing or being harsh. We're not talking about that. We're talking about vulgar words, okay? Because Mirza is using the word galia. Galia means swear words, very specifically in the Urdu language. Mother F,
Yeah.
your sister this, your mother this, your this, okay? Whatever.
And
okay?
if I may, yes.
Yeah, so wait.
If yes.
Can you imagine a prophet using that language? Simple question. No. Yes?
No.
Mirza is saying Jesus did. And Mirza said this because Mirza himself used the same language in his works, in his books.
By this was the context, because the scholars of Islam, they were asking him that Mirza, you are claiming to be such and such, but you have a foul language. And that's when he gave that example.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait,
No. I'm aware of the
wait.
context.
Let me explain this thing, not from myself, from Mirza himself. Please, not by look at this one now. It says that Hazrat Isa ne khud, Hazrat Isa, look, Hazrat Isa alayhi salam. So there's no doubt that who is being referred to, okay? Hazrat Isa alayhi salam ne khud ikhlaqi taaleem pe amal nahi kiya. It says that Isa alayhi salam himself did not act upon the moral teachings. इस कदर बदजुबानी में बढ़ गए. He went to the extent कि यहूदी बुजुर्गों को वलदुल हराम तक कह दिया. He went to the extent of calling the Jewish elders as bastards. और हर एक वाज में, हर एक, pay attention, हर एक वाज में यहूदी उलमा को सख्त सख्त गालियां दी. And he used to swear in every single one of his sermon. He used to swear at the Jewish scholars और बुरे बुरे इनके नाम रखे. And he used to call them bad names. इखलाकी मुअल्लिम का फर्ज ये है कि पहले आप इखलाके करीमा दिखलावे. He says that the responsibility of a moral teacher is that he must live by the moral values first by himself. Ji Adnan bhai, now you can ask him if you want to ask something.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think with Monakas, we have nothing more to say. If this doesn't make sense to him, then nothing will. I believe nothing will. If this is not making a difference to your mind and the way you think about Mirza Ghulam and Qadyani, then we leave you to Allah. That's it. There's nothing more we can say.
No, I'm continuing researching and reading, but you know where he's basing this information from. When he says that Jesus used to swear against the Jewish elder, where is he getting this information
But
from?
Jesus never called them bastard children.
मेरे नजदीक.
No, wait. Yeah, Jesus never called them bastard children. Where did he call them bastard children?
No, he didn't use those words. So
No, wait. Monakas, Mirza is writing here. He called them Waldul Haram. You know Arabic, right?
Yes. I mean, I don't know fluent Arabic, but I know certain words. So I understand that word.
Okay, do you know the meaning of walad?
Walad, yes, the children of, or the sons of.
And haram.
Of course, yes, because they are like, the B word.
Yeah. What is the word waladul haram? If you put two words together, you tell me what it means.
Yeah, basically, like children of illegitimate, birth.
Yeah,
to put it in that way.
Bastard children. So show me where Jesus called Jewish elders bastard children or bastards. Show me.
The only statement I can think of, which is what Mirza Ghulam himself makes reference to, it's when Jesus said that this is an adulterous generation.
Yeah, that's different. That's not calling them bastard children, the elders, because he's saying, Mirza Ghulam Qadyani is saying, कि इस कदर बदजुबानी में बढ़ गए कि यहूदी बुजुर्गों को वल्दुल हराम तक कह दिया, that he became so vulgar in his bad language that he called Jewish elders bastard children.
I mean, he is right in the sense that when you read the context of that statement that Jesus made,
Oh my goodness.
no, it's not my
No,
goodness. It was in
there's
reference to
nothing
the
left.
elders.
I think there's nothing left. Then I think Monarchus, we pray to Allah that Allah helps you and open your eyes and hearts.
No,
That's it. That's
inshallah, I
all
will
we can.
continue.
Monarchus, before you go, obviously, even though I just want to give you one last point because look, our claim is, and by the way, Monarchus, look, how about this one? Obviously, you have contact with Razi, you go on their stream. Can you please do us a favor? Bring them, and if they don't want to come, ask them to come on a independent platform. Let's debate on this one. Mirza Ghulam Qadyani was not a Muslim, to be honest. That's it. End of story.
Okay, and I just want to say
Because
that
if you
I'm not.
if you will go back and forth, you'll come to us, get ideas, get arguments, go back to them, get their spins on it. You will be playing ping pong or table tennis for the rest of your life. Okay, you need to use your own akal that Allah has given you, your intellect, and use it. Because if we show you black and white evidence that he was abusive, Mirza was cursing, he was lying, he made up information about the Prophet from thin air, it doesn't exist, those reports don't exist. He was praising the British Empire, the colonial rule in India, especially when they committed a genocide of 100 million people. Are you aware of this? Did you watch the stream from the beginning?
No, yeah, I watched from the beginning. I saw your quote from
if none of that, if none of that impacted you, there's nothing we can do for you. That's it. This is up to Allah now. And if you want to go and listen to their spins, their versions of history, you're most welcome to do so. There's nothing we can do. And you'll still remain confused or playing ping pong with Allah when Allah is showing you black and white evidence and you're not willing to listen. That's it.
And
You're confused for whatever reason. Maybe you like them. Maybe you like the biryani, the curry, or the dal. They offer you, or I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm not saying it's that. We don't know why you would be inclined to a cult like that. That's a minority that's been rejected by the majority of the ummah.
No, that's exactly the point. The reason why I incline towards them is
brother,
because
wait before you say something. Brother, look at this one. Our case is very simple. If you want to discuss today, or if you want to bring any of the murabbis, we are ready right now. We are ready right now. If you can contact them, please contact them. And by the way,
tell them to save you. Tell them to save you. Yes.
yeah. And by the way, Monakas, if they tell you that no, we can't go on their streams, I swear by Allah, right now, I will end the stream and we'll go on their stream right now. Okay, now look at this.
I believe you. I believe you in this regard.
Okay, now look at this one, brother. Look, and this reference is, if this reference cannot open your eyes, then we leave it with Allah because there's no point to further. Okay, look at this one.
Brother Imtiaz,
Let
I'm
me
sorry,
just complete.
before you read
one
it,
reference.
yes.
Just one reference. Last one. Okay. Mirza says, but there is no evidence to suggest that the righteousness of Messiah is greater than the righteousness of other pious people of his time. Mirza is very clear, no need to explain. Now let's move on. Rather, in one respect, Yahya alayhi salam possesses a superiority over Isa alayhi salam. And then Mirza gives reason. Why? Yahya did not drink alcohol, nor is it recorded anywhere that a prostitute ever came to him and massage his head with perfume oil purchased from her own earnings, i.e., earnings of haram. And then it says, or ever touched his body and rubbed it with her hair, or that as young women who had no relationship with him was placed into his service. Look at the word. And then Mirza says, next, this point, Monakas, is very, very crucial. Please pay attention. Mirza says, for this reason, Allah has referred in the Quran Yahya as Hasuran and not Isa alayhi salam. And then Mirza explains, because such stories stand as a hindrance or obstacle for Allah, in Messiah being referred as Hasuran. Now, basically, in black and white, Mirza Ghulam Qadyani is saying in the Quran. Now, there's no question of Bible now. Okay, it says in the Quran, Yahya alayhi salam is referred as Hasuran, and Isa alayhi salam is not referred as Hasuran. And then Mirza gives us the reason. He said the reason is because Yahya alayhi salam was not drinking alcohol, and he was not having any contact with the prostitute. And then he says that these two things, drinking alcohol and being with the prostitute, these two things were the obstacle for Allah to call Isa as Hasuran. Yes, what would you say now?
A sincere question. So, is he not making a distinction between the Isa of the Quran and what he's getting from the New Testament? I'm
No,
asking
no.
sincerely.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
asking.
We're answering you. No, he's not. He's not, because he's using the Quran as his evidence. If he was referencing the Bible, then you could make that point or ask that question. But he is using the Quran as his reference, that Allah did not call Isa alayhi salam Husur like he did Yahya, because of these weaknesses in the character of Isa alayhi salam.
Okay,
And
so
the Quran is the reference.
okay, so inshallah, if they will take a debate with you on this matter, then I am, how do you say in English, of sort of hear, I'm hearing the truth of the matter. But I just want to say that
But they will not take the debate. We're
no,
telling you
okay,
now.
sure. But brother Adnan, yes, yes.
Before we go to debate, this passage right now, in which Mirza Ghulam Qadyani is giving us the Quranic reason that why Isa is not referred as Hasuran. Do you agree with Mirza Ghulam Qadyani?
No, wa'iyadu billah. I mean, I do not believe that Jesus has any such dealings. But obviously, I cannot affirm this. I'll say that. But I just want to say in
No,
regards to
second
brother.
thing.
No. Why
Wait.
can't you affirm that? Why can't you
Yes.
affirm that?
No,
Yes.
of course, a prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cannot have a relationship with
Brother,
the
we're not.
prostitutes.
No, wait, brother. We give you a black and white statement from Mirza Ghulam Qadyani, which no Qadyani has the guts to deny and reject. Here, he's saying Allah called Husur, Allah called Yahya Husur because he did not have the following defects in his character: no alcohol, no touching of the prostitutes, no mixing with women of young women.
Yes,
And that's
yes.
why Allah did not. That's why Allah did not call Isa Husur in the Quran. So
Okay.
he's justifying the Quran. He's justifying the Quran, saying the reason why Allah called Yahya Husur is because of these characteristics.
Okay. Good point. I will hold to this point. It's a very good point. I will not deny it.
Munakis, wait, brother.
Yes.
Let me just complete this point, because this point is very crucial, brother. Look at this one. If I ask you point by point, do you agree that in this passage, Mirza Ghulam Qadyani is answering a question, and the question is, why is it Quran calls Quran basically gives the title of Hasuran to Yahya and does not give the title of Hasuran to Isa alayhi salam? Do you agree that in this passage, Mirza Ghulam Qadyani is addressing this point?
Yes, it seems that this is an inter-Islamic
Okay,
textual context.
brother,
Yes.
wait. Why do you use the word seem? Because Mirza, in the entire passage, he is
Okay.
addressing one point. He said that Yahya is called Hasuran, Isa is not called Hasuran, and this is the reason. Agree?
Okay. Yeah. Of course. Yes.
Okay, now the next point is it in the Quran that Yahya is referred as Hasuran?
Yes.
Not that I'm.
Yes, he
Not.
is. Yes, he is.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Yes.
And
So this is in the
is
verse
it
of Quran.
is it also in the Quran that Isa alayhi salam is not referred as Hasuran?
Yes.
Okay, now it means that the subject is the Quran. Agree? Munakas, agree? Your mic is muted.
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, I agree. Yes, I said I
Okay.
agree.
Is Quran binding on the Christians?
No, obviously not.
It means that there is no discussion of Christianity, this and that. The whole discussion is based on Quran. That according to Quran, why is it that one prophet is Hasuran and the other one is not? That's the subject matter number one. Number two, brother, there are two possibilities. There are two possibilities. If Mirza Ghulam Qadyani genuinely, please brother pay attention, if Mirza Ghulam Qadyani genuinely believed that this is the reason that why Isa is not called Hasuran, then he is a kafir. Agree?
The implication is serious. Yes.
Let me repeat, brother. If Mirza Ghulam Qadyani believed, I'm saying if Mirza Ghulam Qadyani believed that according to Quran, the reason Quran did not call Isa as Hasuran, this is the reason. If he believed this, is he a kafir?
Yes, of course. I
No.
have to.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. So if
Based
he
on my own conviction as well. Yeah.
of course, of course, if he believes this, he's a kafir. That is one thing we have both agreed. Now, the other possibility is that in reality, in these ayat of the Quran, Allah is not saying this. Mirza just made it up.
Sorry, repeat the last thing you said.
There are two possibilities. There are two possibilities. What Mirza Ghulam Qadyani has said here, the Quranic reason that why Isa is not Hasuran and Yahya is Hasuran. If Mirza believes in this reason, he's a kafir. We both agree.
Yeah, no, yeah, I got that part. But
Now,
the very last thing. Yeah.
okay, now if he does not believe in this, why did he say this?
Okay. Now I get your point now. I missed that part. Yes, okay.
So there's no third option. If he believes in this, he's a kafir. If he does not believe, then he said this, he's still a kafir because he lied on the Quran.
I mean, I remember in a previous stream when I joined, you actually brought this up, and even then I agree with you. So I don't think my stance hasn't differed on this because I haven't.
This alone is enough. This one statement alone is enough.
Yes, but brother Adnan, can I just say the reason why I'm not playing ping pong? The reason why I said I have reconsidered my position is because I have taken a bay'ah, so I have officially joined the Jamaat, and I thought it was a little bit disrespectful of me of just joining and leaving in that manner. So I just wanted to have every certainty before I. It's precisely because I don't want to play ping pong with this. That's why I don't want to make any hesitant decision to leave or join.
So do you want Allah to come down to talk to you directly, or you want the Prophet to come back and tell you that Mirza was a liar, Dajjal, kafir, or you want his statements to tell you? Which method would you prefer? Tell us.
No, of course, that's unreasonable. That would be unreasonable to have that expectation.
So the only reason, the only source we have to judge Mirza is his writing, correct?
Yes. Can I just say, brother, I promise, and because this is recorded, this is on record, I promise that after I have satisfied my own questions with everybody, not just with you, wallahi, if I leave, I officially done leave the Jama'ah and I return back to Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, wallahi, I'll make it public here.
Okay, alhamdulillah, no problem. We're not forcing you.
No, I know. I'm just trying to give you an hint that I'm not trying to play ping pong with this. I will even make it official.
Very quickly, I have another question from you. Very quickly, do you agree that the British colonial rule in India was racist, genocidal, apartheid, and mass murdering?
So I don't have that much historical knowledge about modern empires, but in a general sense, that's the knowledge I know in general. Yes.
Okay.
Obviously, there were those things associated with
and if we give you specific evidence that the British colonial rule killed 100 million people when Mirza Ghulam al-Qadyani was active as the Messiah, the Mahdi, and the Prophet.
So you mean that that despite knowing the fact that the British Empire caused such a massive death.
Yeah, he cannot not know. He's a prophet. He cannot
No, of course. But I mean, your point is specifically that despite knowing that, he did not oppose or condemn the British.
No, not oppose. Not oppose. He said, you have to be loyal and you have to serve the British colonial government. There is no one more loyal than him. And he said he is the refuge of God.
Yeah.
He is the refuge of God for such an entity.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm generally aware that if already from his father's time, and if I'm not mistaken, even his
no.
grandfather.
Wait,
Yes.
wait. Can you put up that article, Imtiaz, by 1 second? Because this is about the brother's soul. If we can save him by showing him some
Well,
pieces of evidence. 1 second.
is this the Al Jazeera article?
Yeah, 100 million deaths in India. Yeah, this is by two historians, and they're not Sunnis and they're not mullahs
No,
or
no.
Maulvis or whatever, you know. And before the Jamaat comes back to you and say, "Oh, we don't trust this source," okay, here you have it. Okay,
Okay, Jason Hickel and Dylan Sullivan. Okay.
yeah, exactly. How British colonialism killed 100 million Indians in 40 years, from 1880 to 1920. This is exactly when Mirza Ghulam Qadyani was active as an author, as Masih Masih, as Mahdi, as Masih Maud, and then as a prophet. Okay, he
Yep.
did not condemn this even in a sentence. Did not mention it. Didn't mention it. On to the contrary, he basically said that he is God's refuge for the British colonial rule in India.
He said that I will give my life for you.
Yeah, he said, "I'll give my life for this rule. Like my father, my brother, they fought for you. I will give my life, and my Jamaat, my followers are also loyal to you, and they would die for you." That's what
Yes.
he wrote. He wrote this. Okay.
Okay.
And this is
Now,
the greatest
Monakas, now,
Point
catastrophe.
taken.
Monakas,
This is
Point
now,
taken. Yes.
Monakas, is it not true that Jamaat is telling people that in the time of Messiah, there will be end of wars, no more war? Then why Mirza is saying to the British Raj that I and my Jamaat will die for you?
Okay. Yes. Yes. Good point.
yeah. I mean,
But
look,
brothers. Yes.
that's a separate point. I like to use evidence that cannot be denied. First of all, Monakas, first of all, are you convinced that this article is truthful or somewhat trustworthy, or these historians, they don't have any reasons to lie about
I mean, obviously,
the
even outside of my historical knowledge, I'm aware of those facts in general. So I'm not
no
disputing that.
yeah, I don't like to be vague about things. This is specific. This is a specific claim made by historians about a specific area, about a specific region for specific time. Okay, they are making this claim that within these 40 years 100 million people died due to British colonial rule in India. Okay, and
Yes.
at this very time, Mirza Ghulam Qadyani was praising the British colonial rule in terms that one cannot possibly reconcile the fact that he was a criminal at heart to be praising someone like that. Today,
Okay. I mean,
let us say Israelis. Today, that guy Musab who turns up, who comes on TV, this guy
yeah, I
from
know
Gaza.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What do you think of that guy? Be very honest. Tell me from the depth of your heart.
Yeah. You're referring to this son of a Hamas leader, right?
Yeah, Musab. His name is Musab, and
Yeah.
he's being paraded around news channels on with Piers Morgan and all those guys.
No,
What
I
do you
mean,
think?
I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all.
You don't trust him, but you still somewhat have some sympathy for Mirza Ghulam Qadiani for you not to disown, because this is worse than that. What Musab is doing is trivial in comparison to what Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani. Musab is not saying it's part of my religion to serve Israel. Musab is not saying that I am the most loyal servant of Israel in the world, or my followers must follow Israel. He's not doing that. Mirza said it is part of my religion to be subservient to the British colonial rule in India. Okay,
Yes.
this is far, and British colonial rule in India in these 40 years in particular, if we take out the rest of the history, is worse, far worse than what Israel has done in the last 70 years with the Palestinians.
No, of course. I mean, the British Empire was even a larger entity. So yes, of course.
So you
But
seem very relaxed. You seem. I mean, if I
no,
was you,
no, no, no,
I would be
no, no,
shivering
brother.
in my pants.
No,
You
no,
know, I
no, no,
would be
brother.
shivering in my
I'm not.
shalwar rather.
No, no, brother. I'm not being relaxed about that.
Monakas,
Yes.
okay,
Can
look,
I?
we can go on and on,
Well,
brother. Look,
let him finish. He's saying something. He's saying, I
I
okay,
want
yes.
to hear from him.
yeah, I just want to say that out of respect for the Jamaat, I'm not speaking about the Jamaat. Out of respect that I have made a bay'ah, I have joined them officially. I want to sort of just ask them, speak to them, and then wallahi, I will use my own aql. I will not just accept whatever answer I get from them. I will deal with whatever question I have. I will deal with them, and then when I yes.
Can you use the stream in the very beginning? We put out some quote from Mirza Ghulam Qadyani where he's talking about dying for the British colonial
No,
rule.
no. I mean, every point that has been brought up is relevant. Every
Yeah.
the whole quote about Jesus not being Husul. I mean, all of this is relevant. It's very, very important.
These are separate topics. For
And
me,
even
as
though
a yeah.
non by if we want to put it this way, obviously when Mirza Ghulam Qadiani is saying that he himself and his Jamaat is ready to die for the, it means that he is ready to fight for them, right?
Yeah, and they did. They did.
And,
No, no,
and,
they
and the
did.
point is, and the point at Nanbai is, he is telling Muslims the end of war.
Yes. For Muslims to resist the British racist, genocidal, apartheid colonial rule in India, no, jihad is not allowed. It is haram.
Haram.
For the Qadianis to fight on the British front in Iraq
To
against
kill
the
Muslims.
Ottomans, for the British, to kill Muslims, by the way, to kill
Yeah.
Muslims, for the British colonial rule, it is a virtue. It is
And
a
and
virtue.
and by the way, when I come on this stream, obviously it's only one aspect of me that you're seeing, but I have a tons of questions that I have myself, which I will sort of bring up with them. In
No,
fact,
but then look, the problem is when they respond to you and spin facts, you may not have the knowledge and the ability to counter their arguments. So this is why we want you
no,
to
no,
bring them here or bring them to us.
yes, but there are certain matter which I think will not if I go with that it will spin, it will not be possible.
Monakas,
For instance,
Monakas,
yes,
Monakas, look, brother, we can go on and on. Let me make it simple for both sides. Okay, brother, there are two things. One is that we are going to debate on this topic, and we are ready even right now.
For
Yeah,
your time for me, yeah, I'm gonna
ji
prepare
bhai,
and come back, guys,
ji
inshallah.
bhai.
So,
And the topic, Monakas, is Mirza Ghulam Qadiani was not a Muslim. He was a disbeliever. Now, obviously, it's a big statement and it has to be backed up with evidence.
yes, of course.
There are two options. One is that you ask us that how much time you want. For example, if you want 1 month, no problem. Let's fix 1 month and you go and sit with them, learn from them, and then come back, and then we can have a decisive discussion. It's not like that, for example, okay, I will go to them, talk. No, you take your time. You take 1 month, you take
But
2 months, tell us,
but yes, but
wait,
that's
wait,
my point. Yeah,
wait, let me complete. Or the simple way is we are ready to come on their stream to debate this same topic. The Mirza Ghulam Qadiani was not a Muslim.
that would be wonderful. I would really look forward to that.
And if they do not agree, even on their own channel, what it means then?
It will be very disappointing. I'll be
For
honest,
example,
of
Munaga,
course.
for example, no matter how weak Muslims are, if any Christian, Hindu, or somebody says that he can prove conclusively that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, nauzubillah, he was not a truthful prophet. If somebody throws this challenge, I would say there will be hundreds and thousands of Muslims ready to debate this person, right?
Yeah, oh, of course.
And we are saying this day in, day out. We are saying that Mirza Ghulam Qadiani was not a Muslim. In order to hide all of this information, they want to debate the other topics. Oh, Isa died, Tawaffa mean this. Look, if Mirza Ghulam Qadiani is proven to be a non-Muslim, end of story.
Yeah, there are certain. Yeah.
And we are ready. Now, you tell us that, okay, for example, if you go to them and talk to them and they said, no, we don't want to debate, what would you do then?
Then there is at that point there will be really no then I have nothing to stand on, to be perfectly honest with you, because I have questions, I need answers. If I don't receive answer, then yeah, it's very fishy. But brother Imtiaz, I just want to say I'm not staying in the Jamaat out of how do you say, out of obstinance, if I use the correct word.
Brother,
I don't want
that
to
is
be
irrelevant.
disrespectful
For
towards them.
us,
I
to be
have
honest,
taken
brother
bay'ah. Yeah.
Monakas, for us it is irrelevant. For us, only one thing that matters, and that is Mirza Ghulam Qadyani was a disbeliever.
Okay, yeah, of course, it's a fair point. Yes.
And if it is proven, nothing needs to be proven after that, because I'm saying again and again, brother, look, we will guarantee you everything. For example, what is the biggest propaganda? Oh, look, we will use Mirza Sahib. Okay, we will use the word Mirza Sahib, which is a respectful way of saying Mirza Ghulam
Yes.
Qadyani.
Yes.
Okay, and we can give them everything reasonable they want from